Okay, let's see. Going on.
Okay, your feet are on the boot plate here. Left foot a little bit left. Okay, toe, I'll take your right foot in first.
Okay.
Right toe's coming in. Okay. Heel inboard. Okay. And now outboard. Keep that.
Okay, talk to me, Mike.
Hold on. Okay, just try to keep your heel flat and bring it outboard. That's in. Nice job, Mike.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
Okay, your left toe's in. Bring your heel inboard. Bring it down and outboard. You're in. Nice job.
All right, thanks for your help.
Mag, I'm ready to maneuver.
Copy, RSU-3 are in our position.
Okay.
Okay, John, Leonardo da Vinci's under the top stanchion, and I got a good eye height.
Excellent. We have a go for RSU changeout. You can demate RSU connectors after memorizing the position.
Yeah, I'm looking at the way everything looks here. The RSU against the plate and the connector routing and the connectors. I'll demate. That's P1. And there's P2.
Good job. Next to be the Rhett from Bueno.
Okay.
Two hours, 42 minutes into the spacewalk, the crew members are having a little bit of trouble seating the new unit into its plate before being able to drive the 3 bolts.
This one feels different than the last one. The last one I was able to just put on the plate. This one feels like it won't sit flush on the plate. If I get, it's kind of rocking on it, as if there was something underneath it. I just can't seem to get all 3 corners at the same time. Does that make sense?
You know, I know Matt described that it was hard to get off.
Yeah.
And I don't have a good feel for how much pressure. If you have the diamond and the pin in the right position, you may have to push in fairly hard to engage them. The bolt should pull them in, though, if you're aligned.
Yeah, I think that may be part of it.
I think it might be that, you know, those pins and diamonds are a little tighter than
Yeah, I think so.
the RSU-2 side.
That's what it feels like.
Steve and I had a little trouble on this side as well.
John Grunsfeld serving as the intravehicular crew member, choreographing the spacewalk from the flight deck of Atlantis, referencing he and Steve Smith, astronaut who performed this exact task back in 1999, the last time these rate sensor units were swapped out, noted that they had a little bit of trouble seating the RSU-3 replacement back then as well. The view from Mike Good's helmet camera as he is being repositioned down to the protective enclosure. He'll be stowing this rate sensor unit. This is the one that was on the telescope originally, and since 1999 it's been removed. He's going to stow that permanently and retrieve the other replacement RSU for an attempt to install that one in the number 3 slot. Mike Massimino holding his position inside the telescope at the install location. The new unit that did not fit properly has been stowed in a thermal bag that essentially protects it thermally, as there is a clock that essentially protects those units thermally for the amount of time that they are not installed.
Hey, Mike, coming in.
All right, Mike, let's get it. Very nice.
Okay, Megan, into the telescope about a foot.
In 1 foot. motion, stop.
Copy. Mike, that feels solid.
Okay.
Does it look good?
Looks good to me.
I definitely got it.
Excellent. Do the next bolt.
Hero. Yeah, that bolt is in. Great job, Mike.
I'm on the bottom left now, John.
Bottom left.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That one's in, too.
Then
My hero. Good job, Mike.
007 double crossed us.
Aha! Well, maybe he'll fit in over here.
Okay, gentle pull test.
I did, John. It's good.
Release 6 jaws.
I'm going to stow my PGT. John, that one just felt like the first one. It was just right on. No issue. So, now I suspect 007.
So do we.
6-6 coming off. I'm going to stretch you out a little bit.
Good idea.
Okay. I got your legs.
Okay, I'm going to go for a lower standoff.
Okay.
I got that. You ready for my roll?
Ready.
Here comes the roll. Okay, Mike, I'm going to kind of turn and face the telescope.
Okay, I got you.
I got the boot plate.
Okay. Do you want to do your mini workstation?
Yeah, let me get that a little lower.
Okay.
Okay.
Good job, gentlemen. Bueno, Megan's going to take you back. On the way, if you can go back to 180.
Ready for motion, Bueno?
Ready. Can I get
4 hours, 25 minutes into the spacewalk. The spare rate sensor unit, a refurbished unit from that was removed during the STS-125 mission in December of 1999, is now in the hands of Michael Good, heading back up to the telescope. That from the contingency orbital replacement unit protective enclosure, Mike Massimino down at that enclosure swapped the new unit that did not seat properly with the spare unit that Mike Good now has in his hands, headed back to the work site, the aft shroud of the Hubble Space Telescope, to attempt to install that in slot 1.
Excellent.
At this point in the EVA timeline, the task is about an hour or so behind schedule because of the problems trying to install the one of the rate sensor units that did not seat properly on 2 different mounting plates, RSU slot 3 and RSU slot 1.
I don't know, you notice, but when it's aligned on those pins, it kind of sticks. Kind of sticky.
Yeah. This one also feels like it's sitting off the plate a little bit. Two, 3, 4. It's done just under 4 turns on the top. Good torque.
Fantastic. You can stow your PGT on your mini workstation or T-bar.
Copy.
I meant swing arm or T-bar.
The spare RSU is now mounted to the plate, and 2 connectors to go. These electrical connectors are the last 2 remaining items to complete the